Welcome one and all to the first Jeckyllcast audio review. Normally, I write out reviews, but I decided to do something different for this show. If only because I might be slightly lazy, or may I want to try something different, or heck, it could be just a manifestation of my idiot blood. The show I will be reviewing this time, as you could probably guess from the title of this audio track, is Uchuten Kazoku, also known as the Eccentric Family, currently streaming on Crunchyroll. Or at least that's how I got a hold of the anime myself. In the city of Kyoto, there are three types of beings: Tanuki, humans, and Tengu. The Tanuki crawl about the city, the humans live within the city, and the Tengu soar high above the city. The main character of this show is one Shimagomo Yasuburo, a Tanuki who is the third brother of four in the Shimagamo family. Shimagamo family. Yasuburo is unique among Tanuki for two reasons. One, his late father, was a famed Tanuki who was the Nisei Imon, the leader of Tanuki society, before he was boiled in a hot pot by a group of humans called the Friday Fellows. This is important to the story. The second is that Yasuburo is more than willing to deal with Tengu and humans, even though some of his fellow Tanuki think he's completely insane for doing so. But then again, he says it allows for a more interesting life, and what is a life if not interesting? Of particular interest of Yasuburo's non-Tanuki acquaintances is a human girl who goes by the name of Benten, who is unique for a couple of reasons. One, she can fly as though she is a Tengu, as she has been taught to fly by an elder Tengu. And two, she is a member of the group called the Friday Fellows, who boiled Yasuburo's father into a hot pot a couple of years ago. Uchuten Kazoku is a 13-episode anime series which has just finished airing, and also has been adapted from a novel written by Tomihiko Morimi, also the creator of Tatami Galaxy. As you can probably guess, Uchuten Kazoku is a fairly highbrow show, but it is an interesting type of show. As if I were to give it a genre classification, it would be a magical realist, sort of a family drama with a good deal of mystery added into it. And I can probably tell you that you don't see about four or five of those every anime season. Remember when I said earlier in this review that Yasuburo's father was a Tanuki who was cooked into a hot pot, and how that is important? And I was not lying when I said that. For that event, even though it is something that happened in the past, is perhaps the focal point of the plot of this story, as most of the show centers around Yasuburo learning several details about his father's death over the course of the first 10 episodes of said show. However, I don't want to give you listeners that However, I don't want to give the listeners the impression that this is mostly a mystery show, as Yasuburo goes about learning the details of his father's death in a rather roundabout manner, as opposed to as if he were a detective of some sorts. In most of the episodes of this show, the central focus of the anime is the character development of the rather sizable cast of this anime show, as it consists of not only Yasuburo, but also of his three brothers, his mother, Benten, and Professor Akadama, who is the other Tengu that Yasuburo is in relations to, as well as another Tanuki family, which is less than amicable to Yasuburo and his family. This is not to say the anime show is not without its own climax, as action picks up in the last 3 episodes of the show. Although I will not spoil details, but I can safely say that if you've been following so far the first 10 episodes, it's well worth following to the end, as I rather enjoyed the last 3 episodes. But is the question, should one watch this anime show at all? I will fairly admit, this is the kind of show that tends to be at least somewhat overrated by anime critics, as they tend to gravitate towards shows that are more artistic than entertainment. But overall, I think the show is a good show on its own merits, and even though it gets a bit slow and slightly depressing in some points, I found it was an overall interesting and well done character drama. That if you like character dramas, and you might consider yourself more of an artiste in your tastes, I suggest that you watch Uchuten Kazoku, also known as the Eccentric Family, currently streaming through Crunchyroll and hopefully elsewhere. Thank you. Have a good day.